There is a noise coming out of China. Who do we send to quiet it? Kim Fu-young. James Bond. No. Send. Silencer.
My sources say that a Mediterranean espionage death undercover secret agent or a Medusa spy has escaped to China, where he, she, or it is carrying top secret information to the People's Republic of China. That is why I am here.
Hey there, young fella. Would you like to buy an apple?
No.
Shh! Quiet, please.
It appears that our sniper has failed. It is up to you now. He is coming your way.
Silencer. Our Chinese operative Betty Chong has reported that the noise coming out of China is Mr. Li Kang. Silence him.
He will be silenced. Where is he?
He is walking towards you now.
You're finished.
No. Shh! Quiet, please.
Silencer, have you dealt with Li Kang?
Yes. He has been silenced.
Excellent.
dark. To end all nights.
Quiet, please.
A bridge over troubled waters can lead you home. In a quiet place, on a silent night, came Silencer.
Silencer. Your Chinese connection. Betty Chang said thank you for your service in Istanbul. Please be aware your assignment in the Swiss Alps will be more dangerous. Then she made a reference to Dr. Aikido.
It is time for me to jump. Look out below. It looks like I jumped just in the nick of time. Once I reach the bottom of this lake, a submersible is waiting for me. Thanks to modern secret agent technology, I am still alive. Now, let's see where my water car is programmed to take me.
Comrade, we must inform headquarters that Silencer escaped.
Silence, you fool. If they ever find out that we failed, they will kill us.
I will drive the sub from water to land. Through the Swiss Alps in order to meet my NATO counterpart, Nora.
Oh, Silencer.
Shh.
I cannot believe you are here. Because I have waited so long just to kiss you.
Never mind the gibberish, honey. Let's get down to business.
Silencer. Our sources say that the notorious Dr. Aikido has resurfaced in or near the Sea of Japan. Dr. Aikido's ancestry dates back to Yasuke, the first black African and foreign-born samurai in Japanese history, the 16th century. After his death, which caused such a sensation that Yasuke became immortalized in Japan, many Japanese chose to continue his legacy by adopting his samurai fighting style. Thus Dr. Aikido's ancestors passed down from one generation to the next, a samurai fighting style based on Yasuke's teachings. Until Morihiro Ueshiba founded Aikido in the 20th century. Aikido, which was founded after the samurai, uses throws, holds and submission to do the least harm to an opponent while preventing him or her from attacking you. Moreover, it involves fancy footwork to reverse his attack. Unfortunately, it is Dr. Aikido's mastery of those theories and skills that makes him so deadly. Consider, for example, his most recent diabolical plan to steal from the United States its top-secret missile defense system, then reverse engineer it for his own evil purposes. That helps to explain why Dr. Aikido went to and graduated from Yale, with a PhD in rocket science, as well as medicine. In fact, he used those accomplishments to help and organize his Agency of Doom. Medusa. Silencer. It is our commanding officer's wish and mine that you find and stop Dr. Aikido before he reaches the United States of America. Silencer. Wait. Stop. Just one more kiss before you leave. Please. Please, I beg you.
Don't be afraid, I will return.
sometimes regret for things we did not do haunts us.
Too bad you were not the real Silencer. If you were, then your defeat would have made my day. Ah, what a pity. Nevertheless, I must find my way back to the United States in order to steal from it its top secret missile plans. But how can I get there? Maybe if I view some of my past excursions there, they will help me determine the best way for me to return to it. Now, wait. What? When? How? Who? Who is this? Who is Kim Fu-young?
Konnichiwa. Most Honorable Dr. Aikido Silencer has been spotted.
Takeo. What do we know about him?
He is, in Japan. He works for NATO. He is an annihilator, an educator, a recreator, a man from nada. What should we do about him?
We should capture him to find out what he knows about our plans to steal some of his country's top secrets. However, before we look at our outlaws, we must look at our in-laws. In other words, check all of our organization's combative operations to be sure that they are up to par before we encounter Silencer.
Yes. Of course, Dr. Aikido.
Now that my sub-GPS has led me to Japan's Mount Kobo, what happens next? O.C.O. Mackenzie.
Silencer. I trust your stay with Nora of the Swiss Alps was satisfactory?
It was.
Our operative in Japan is Mary Haha.
Mary Haha?
Yes, Mary Haha. Unlike Nora of the Swiss Alps, she believes Dr. Aikido is in the Japanese city of Kyoto. Please find out which of our agents is right. In the meantime, here is Mary.
Silencer. Welcome to Japan. Dr. Aikido came to prominence when two tiny beautiful Japanese baby girls were placed on the doorsteps of his dojo. Their names were Crystal Walker and Jessica Knott. Although he raised them to be deadly Medusa assassins, once they grew up they rebelled against his sinister nature and became two important members of the Solo Space team. Consequently, Dr. Aikido became even that much more of an evil villain after the two girls ascend from him to the Solo Space team. Of course, that all took place many years ago. Today I believe that Dr. Aikido is in Kyoto, because our sources reports of covert espionage active in the region. Nevertheless, if he is operating out of Kyoto, then you should find him in Mount Kobo.
As Silencer left his sub to reach Mount Kobo, he noticed something shining in the mountain. So, he turned to investigate it. He discovered that it was a secret cave entrance to a secret Medusa base. Once inside the cave, Silencer followed its trail until he reached Medusa's subterranean headquarters. However, as he was walking through it, an alarm went off. So he ran out of the cave in order to evade being captured by the Medusa agents in it. More importantly, when he spotted an unattended snowmobile sitting on top of an Ice Peaks ledge, he decided to use it as his getaway vehicle.
I must signal my sub to let it know that I am coming.
As Silencer begins to realize that his escape plan is fraught with danger, he uses his high-speed racing car skills to dodge Medusa bullets. Meanwhile, another Medusa strike force prepares to assault Silencer by mounting their jet scooters. Worst, a helicopter also joins in on the chase.
Dr. Aikido, we have Silencer in our sights. This time he will not escape. Die. You American spy.
If I am to survive my would-be captors, then I must drive my snowmobile down that ice slope directly in front of me so that I can position myself to fire my handgun at the helicopter behind me. Hopefully that will cause it to explode while at the same time destroying those jet scooter Medusa agents all around me. But first I must make sure that the NATO sub received my distress signal by sending another one to it using this snowmobile's transmitter. I must not miss. Now that I have eluded my captors, I must dive into the Sea of Japan to be rescued by my NATO counterparts. Wow! I truly hope that the NATO sub received my 2 signals. If it did not, then my snowmobile escape was all in vain. Great, they received them.
Welcome aboard, Commander. We will show you to your quarters.
Shh. Quiet, please.
Right this way, sir.
Good thing I am wearing my waterproof suit, because if I did not have it on while underwater in the Sea of Japan I would have gotten wet. Mary haw.
Oh Silencer. I have had a rough and noisy day. Please silence me. Silencer. Please update RCO on the progress that you are making to stop Dr. Aikido from reaching the United States of America.
Silencer. Report.
I remember the first time I reported to CO. McKinsey.
There is a noise coming out of China. Who do we send to quiet it? Kim Fu-young. James Bond. No. Send. Silencer.
Silencer. Report.
Thus far, I have not located Dr. Aikido near the Sea of Japan. However, I was at Mount Kobo searching for Dr. Aikido. I did discover a secret Medusa base, Its coordinates are 38.84 degrees north by 135.8 degrees east. I escaped its Medusa agent stationed there thanks to Mary Haha, who was responsible for my safe return and the updated Dr. Aikido report that I am giving you now. Consequently, how should I proceed from here?
Return to Mount Kobo. Determine if whether or not Dr. Aikido is there. If he is there, silence him. Over and out.
After Silencer instructs the sub's captain to return him to Mount Kobo, he leaves the underwater vessel to walk on dry land and harness his new mode of transportation, which is a jetpack.
Next time I see Mary Haha, I must give her a special thanks for rescuing me from Medusa, for her serving my government, and, of course, for her placing my jet backpack here. And away I go way down yonder for my CO.
As Silencer did jetpack reconnaissance on Mount Kobo, he noticed a line of radio satellites searching the airwaves for radio signals from near and far distanced objects, so he decided to investigate the satellite station and discovered that it was another Medusa headquarters.
I wonder what type of information those satellites are searching for. Weather, earthquakes, or artificial intelligence. Maybe I should look at them a little closer, and closer until I discover why they are here. It is probably a good idea for me to hide my jet backpack here, that way if I must make a quick escape from that Medusa outpost over there I can do it secretly. Now let's see what is inside this inconspicuous Medusa base.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my word, prepare to receive satellite view and images from our Earth orbiter.
So Dr. Aikido is here, or at least is visible on that TV monitor screen.
After Silencer finds his way into the Medusa station, he secretly hides in the shadows, walking around and through them until he reaches the main control room, where he discovers the reason why the satellites are searching the skies.
Those outside satellites are tracking the movements of the shuttle telescope, probably to provide Dr. Aikido with reconnaissance he needs to steal from the United States of America her top-secret missile plans. I must report this to my CO. Mackenzie. Come in, Mackenzie.
Mackenzie here. Silencer. Based on your report, it is now even more imperative that you track down and silence Dr. Aikido. I repeat, Dr. Aikido must be stopped at all costs before he can reach America and carry out his planned acts of terrorism. Therefore, we must assume that Mary Haha's theory that Dr. Aikido is in Mount Kobo is correct. Especially since you discovered nefarious Medusa activity there. Your orders are to continue investigating the mountain until you find Dr. Aikido or reasonable cause to look for him somewhere else.
After Silencer received his orders from Mackenzie, he retrieved his jet backpack from its hidden place and continued his search for Dr. Aikido on Mount Kobo. In doing so, he stumbled upon a flock of birds. Then he decided to fly with them in order to distract any radar that might otherwise locate him.
Getting out of that Medusa outpost was not easy. I had to sneak around to leave as well as to enter it. Nevertheless, now that I am free of it, I will harness my jet backpack and use its GPS system to find Dr. Aikido. My GPS tracking and guiding system has led me to this cave in Mount Kobo. I wonder whether or not Dr. Aikido is there. Well, there is only one way to find out, and that is for me to go inside of it. A trail. Let's see where it takes me.
As Silencer followed the trail, he realized he must use the same type of stealth that he had used to traverse the first Medusa cave he was in a little while ago. When he did, he discovered the Medusa organization performing experiments on a patient named Kim Fu-young. They were transforming the young innocent handsome human being into a hideous, grotesque beast named the Alpha and Omega.
Silencer. At last we meet. How did you find my Kim Fu-young experiment? Were you fascinated by it? I discovered it in him while I was looking for a way to return to America.
I will stop you from reaching America. That is why I am here.
Fool. Did you think that it would be so easy for you to kill me?
Once Dr. Aikido has Silencer in his sights, he flips a hidden switch on his throne that causes a trapdoor to swallow Silencer up into Dr. Aikido's dungeon. Then he depresses another button to join Silencer there.
Now, we must fight.
Quiet, please.
What? You dare point a gun at me? For that you will pay me by giving up your life. Look, see how easily I can remove your gun from your hand. And now I will high kick you into submission.
I think not. Because I will bend over backwards to avoid your fall.
Excellent counter move. I can see that you are a master of the martial arts. However, you are no match for my Aikido skills.
We will see about that.
Yes, we will. In fact, let's see how well you fight against me and my Aikido sword.
You don't know when to stop. Do you?
No, I do not. I only stop once my enemy is destroyed. Soon, you will learn that lesson.
Not if I can help it.
Now die, my one-time friend.
No thanks. I much rather do a handstand in order to escape your sword.
Escape? Did you say escape? Fool. You will never leave here alive.
That's what you think.
Although Dr. Aikido is stunned momentarily by the sand that was thrown into his face by Silencer, he quickly regains his strength and stamina and picks up a huge boulder to hit Silencer with.
That's it. That is it. Sit still, my fiend, while I pick up this boulder to crush you with.
Not today.
Ah. Let's continue our hand-to-hand combat.
How about a flying kick?
You call that a kick?
Yes, and I call this a punch.
As Dr. Aikido falls, he sees his handheld drone remote. So he uses it to signal his drone to teleport him back to his dungeon throne.
Ah, my pets, it is good to be home.
After Silencer witnesses Dr. Aikido's departure, he retrieves his jet backpack to return to the NATO sub.
Silencer, your Chinese associate Betty Chang has requested radio silence between the hours of 5 a.m. and 12 noon because she was informed by other NATO agents that your colleague and close friend Derek Stone was found dead flowing down the Volga River after he was captured and tortured by radical Russian oligarchs. His last recorded words were, "Comrade Trovolsky."
Comrade Trovolsky.
Yes. Therefore I am sending you a helicopter escort that will transport you to Moscow, so that you can find out what really happened to Derek Stone, and then continue his assignment there. Silencer, your, dare I say, girlfriend. Nora of the Swiss Alps said after reviewing your Dr. Aikido affair she has determined that Kim Fu-young was safely returned to China. Moreover, she hopes that the information will assist you in Moscow. Meanwhile, here are some pictures of Kim Fu-young in China. Over and out.
As Silencer's helicopter escort traveled over the Sea of Japan to reach Russia, they were intercepted by Russian Medusa agents who were using hoverboard aircraft and handheld weapons to stop their flight to Moscow.
Squadron, look over there. I see many enemy American helicopters coming. Quick, pursue them, while I contact headquarters.
Yes, comrade. We will detain them while you contact headquarters requesting them to send us more backup.
Still, after engaging in a modern-day highly traumatic air dogfight, Silencer's escort was forced to fire heat-seeking missiles at the Russian Air Force in order to continue their flight to Moscow unabated.
Obviously my plan did not work.
Silencer, this is your captain speaking. After being detained by part of the Russian Air Force, we are now close enough to Moscow for you to jump.
Roger that. And away I go. Now to find an open field with a safe place to land in it. Found it.
Once given the okay by the captain of his helicopter escort, Silencer departs the helicopter he is in by activating his jetpack, then lands safely on the outskirts of Moscow.
Now to find my way to Arbat Street in Moscow, so that I can meet with my NATO Russian counterpart Agent Maximilian at our scheduled time.
Hello.
Shh. Quiet, please.
Report. Agent Stone was able to secretly transmit these multimedia digital images along with their cryptic text messages by recording them onto his mobile two-way satellite tracking device wristwatch that he kept hidden from the radical Russian oligarchs who tortured and killed him. The recordings that is, tell what he saw and heard while he was in Moscow at a secret KGB base. He said, "By bus I took a trip to Moscow. I wanted to find out if whether or not the rumors I had heard about its secret service were true or false. So, when I got there and after I had departed the bus, I stepped inside one of its most top-secret facilities. There I sat inside of a classroom-type setting where a Moscow spy instructor drilled not only me, but also several other American enthusiasts who came on the same trip as I did to investigate the secret facility's inner structure. Then one student disagreed with what the instructor was saying about the facility. So, the instructor accosted her physically by placing her into a wrestler's choke arm-to-neck hold. When I saw the instructor grab her, I protected his actions by breaking his arm hold on the student. Then the instructor angrily addressed me and my actions by saying that he was less concerned about what I did and more concerned about the KGB agent who was already on his way here to settle our dispute. When the agent came, he used some type of highly advanced form of communication by telepathically speaking to all three of us at the same time while analyzing the events that just took place inside of the classroom. Then he put images in our heads of each one of us being pushed around by other KGB agents who were displaying their KGB insignia on their uniforms as they pushed us. Worse, he physically attacked the student who disagreed with the secret facility's instructor without touching her with his hands or feet. When the other students in the classroom saw his attack, they all attempted to run outside of the classroom to escape his anger. But, the KGB agent stopped them by moving faster than the speed of sound from in front of the classroom's door entrance to its rear door's way out as a show of force to them. He even ran by me making the motions of hitting me, but he did not hit me. Physically. So, I tried to detain him by firing my secret weapon at him, which was a pen that was also a .22 caliber gun. But somehow he used his metal technology to impede my effort. Still, one or two students did make it out of the classroom. There, outside in the tropical jungle they had to pass through in order to get inside of the secret facility, they contacted the USMC by using a handheld radio that they had hid there earlier that day in case of an emergency like the one we just experienced. When the US soldiers came, they first appeared to be a large tactical force. However, once they had actually started their assault on the secret complex, we could see that they were only few in number or a handful of specially trained Navy SEAL Marines. Nevertheless, they entered the facility with their guns drawn. However, just like my attack of the single KGB agent, their attack had little or no effect on the guerrilla fighting style of the KGB agents who came to combat them with their advanced weaponry. So, the small but highly trained and equipped USMC squad ran back through the complex's doors then into its outside jungle in a fear-stricken panic in order to escape the incoming KGB attackers' highly sophisticated weaponry. Afterwards, the USMC squad went back to their secret facility base in order to retaliate the KGB terrorist attack by finding weapons that would overcome the KGB agents in their paranoid state. The highly trained KGB agent who used his advanced telekinesis mind control weapon was Comrade Travolsky.
Silencer. Betty Chong has reported that after Kim Fu-young safely returned to China, he informed his colleagues that Dr. Aikido sent samples of his blood to his main Medusa headquarters in Mykonos, Greece. There they used it to transmutate Medusa agents into Medusa snake men. Worse. The only way these Medusa snake men can be distinguished from the rest of us is by using a dichotomous tablet or tool that identifies organisms by their observable traits.
Thank you for that intelligence report. However, as you already know, currently I am in Moscow preoccupied with the Comrade Trovolsky affair. But once I am finished here, I agree to go there.
Well, we do know that the USMC squad retaliated on Comrade Trovolsky and his strike force by discovering, developing and using neuroimaging. That is, they use the most modern and sophisticated brain scanning tools to disprove that Comrade Trovolsky and his military team were using such ESP powers as telekinesis to move objects and other matter mentally. Because when the USMC fired at Trovolsky's team, hitting them with both live ammo and brain scanning pallets, the brain scanning pallets results showed that both the Navy SEALs and Comrade Trovolsky's crew's brain waves and functions reacted the same way to the same battle. Therefore, we must look for another reason that explains why Comrade Trovolsky and his strike team seemingly used some form of ESP to combat a NATO USMC Navy SEALs military team. Nevertheless, using the knowledge that the neuroimaging receives provided them, our Navy SEALs left their secret facility to return to the KGB base, and agents that were holding the American enthusiast hostage freed them, and then safely returned all of them home except one who, of course you know, died there. Namely Derek Stone.
C.O. McKinsey. Can you hear me? Come in, C.O. McKinsey.
Yes. I can hear you. What is it, Maximilian?
I have new information on the whereabouts of Comrade Trovolsky.
Silencer, Maximilian is communicating with me over my TV monitor. I will put Maximilian on my TV monitor screen so that way we both can see and hear him speak.
Here can be seen Vumwood, Gulag. Inside of it stands the person that we believe is Comrade Trovolsky.
Silencer, based on this new intelligence you are to go to Vumwood. There we will arrange for one of our NATO agents to meet you. Moreover, I will instruct members of your helicopter crew to replace your jet backpack with a flying hoverboard where they last left you. You will use it to meet up with the rest of your helicopter crew in mid-air over and above international airspace in the wilderness of Siberia near the Gulag complex.
Silencer, is that you?
Yes, Machine Gun Kelly.
Comrade Trovolsky, we have Silencer in our sights. Excellent. Destroy him immediately.
Cover me, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes, sir.
I must quickly use my two-way radio wristwatch to signal the NATO jet fighter that C.O. McKinsey is sending to pick me up.
How Torgi will shoot.
Great, you got here in the nick of time. Woo-wee, and away I go down yonder for my CO.
Silencer, your NATO contact in Siberia is Ms. Sasha Sarjevic. She is employed as an assistant professor at the notorious Vumwood Gulag prison. You will be posing as an American civil rights inspector. As such, you may find some of the Zeeks there captivating. Nevertheless, Sasha will bring you into contact with the professor who she assists, or the person we believe is Comrade Trovolsky.
I never fully realized just how beautiful these frozen icelands can be. I guess that is because I never, or at least I do not remember ever having the opportunity to admire them with their tall, tall evergreens, brownstone peak mountaintops, and ever-flowing sky-blue waterfalls. What a pity that I cannot admire this beautiful frozen Iceland just a little bit longer, for behold, there is Voom Wood. It appears to be deserted, in fact isolated. So I wonder how then will I come into contact with Ms. Sasha Sergeevich? My liaison.
Oh dear. There you are. Come in, or you will catch yourself a terrible cold. We were wondering how long it would take you to get here. Oh well. It makes no sense crying over spilled milk. As you may be thinking, I am Sasha Sergeevich. Welcome to Voom Wood. I hope that your stay here will be a long and prosperous one.
Thank you, no doubt it will be Ms. Sergeevich. I am Mr. Bob Williams, the Civil Rights Inspector assigned by NESCO to monitor the civil rights of the Czechs at Voom Wood.
Yes, of course. Please step right this way so that you can meet the art instructor in charge of this section of Voom Wood. Then you can see for yourself how well treated the Czechs here are treated.
When you draw her portrait, remember to include in it her long flowing hair.
Silencer, you may want to review our lesson plans before you take part in our actual lesson so that you may gain an academic perspective of it as well as a hands-on experience from it.
That is an excellent idea, Sasha. So I think that I will... Everything seems in order.
And now let's go from student to question and observe their progress. Silencer, do you draw?
Yes. Just a little.
Please provide us with a small sample of your artwork.
Okay. Why not?
You must be the civil rights inspector, Mr. Bob Williams.
Hi, yes I am.
I know who you really are. You cannot fool me. You are Silencer.
Sasha without fingerprints and just by using my observational skills. That was Comrade Travolsky. Therefore please report to our CO, Mackenzie, what we just witnessed here.
Will do.
Now to make arrangements to go to Mykonos, Greece.
Quiet, please.
Gentlemen, we must come to order. There is a very urgent, crucial, serious matter that we must discuss. It involves the rise of a new secret criminal organization known as Medusa. In order for us to better understand its origins and rising, I have arranged a small dramatic demonstration of the threat it poses to all of us. Therefore please follow me into our situation room by stepping this way in order for us to participate in the show. Gentlemen, begin. Gentlemen, let's analyze the fight scene.
Is this what you called us into the Situation Room to witness? Ancient myths and outdated ways of fighting? Can these old ways of warfare bring us victory over Medusa during these modern times? Can dragons and scorpions fight tanks? Or do we need modern technical weapons to conquer our enemies? I think not. Especially after considering this story. That is, one day, look, then I saw a western scene. It was a very small, tightly built cowboy town within a square revolving diamond-shaped hyperbola, which grew larger and larger and larger as it approached me, zigzagging on its own axis through a thick black darkness in outer space. When it reached me, I went inside. There, in the town streets, I saw many men and bulls fighting. The bulls looked extremely well fed and nourished. Their colors were exceedingly dazzling. That is, they stood tall and well structured against the town's dark night background. Moreover, their horns were exceptionally long and very incredibly sharp. Indeed, they were one of the bull's most powerful resources during their battle with the many men. However, despite the fiery fierceness of the bulls during battle, they were no match for the men whom they were fighting, because the men whom they were fighting killed them with modern technical weapons.
Kill all of them.
Consequently, let's return to the War and Peace Room in order to develop a more sophisticated and modern strategy to defeat Medusa.
Our new plan to deal with Medusa requires each one of our nations to send an agent to Medusa's main headquarters in Mykonos, Greece. Britain, who will you send?
Her Majesty's Secret Service will send Mr. John Blake.
China will send her most famous detective, Li Pauling.
McKinsey, who will the United States of America send?
Silencer. We will send Silencer. In fact, I must leave our NATO Zoom meeting in order to meet with our NATO secret agents to discuss with them Operation Endeavour, or the creation of a new democracy, by handing out to them for your eyes only documents that are written concerning the same. Ladies and gentlemen, I have summoned you here after meeting with our top NATO commanders, because it has been brought to my attention that the Medusa crime syndicate has transformed itself into a clear and present danger to us. Moreover, as such, it must be dealt with immediately before it becomes an even more menacing threat to our existence. Therefore, together we will stop them from escalating their criminal activities by sending all of you to their supreme headquarters in Mykonos, Greece. However, only one of you will be chosen for a very special assignment in Mykonos, Greece, known as Operation Endeavour. Dismissed.
After the NATO agents are dismissed, they go back to their individual rooms to study and review their for your eyes only notes. As Silencer is studying his notes, CO McKinsey contacts him on his flat TV monitor screen.
Silencer, you have been chosen to go to Mykonos, Greece on the Operation Endeavour mission. Since this is the case, you are now privy to this highly classified information. That is, your mission in Mykonos, Greece is not only to destroy the Medusa organization but also to create a new democracy there. Because our present and old democracy is failing. Mr. Leon Dolan has your dossier and will further explain your real mission to you in his office.
Yes, sir.
Silencer, as your commanding officer has informed you, I am your attaché. As such, it is my job to reiterate the information that he provided you on Operation Endeavour. Consequently, first you will. Then you will. Next you will. After that you will. And then finally you will. We chose to start our new democracy plan in Mykonos, Greece because it primarily is the birthplace of democracy as we know it.
Got you.
After Silencer finished his briefing with Mr. Dolan and as he was driving to his NATO submarine docked aboard a NATO submarine, instead of catching a plane at the airport to Mykonos because NATO intelligence had discovered that the Medusa organization was onto his airplane flight to Greece, McKinsey contacted Silencer by his car's LCD console to discuss with him his secret mission.
Yes, McKinsey.
Silencer, how was your meeting with Mr. Dolan?
Good.
Excellent. Although, we know that your silencer device is legal in such countries as Italy, Canada, and Japan, it is illegal, or not legal, for you to carry it in other countries. Pursuant, when Mr. Dolan reviewed your dossier, he discovered that it is time for you to renew your silencer license. Therefore, you must renew your silencer license in order for you to be licensed to carry your silencer. However, on the bright side of things, Nora of the Swiss Alps has gone above and beyond her duty by contacting the proper authorities at our State Department to renew it. So it may be a good idea to thank her for doing so the next time that you see her. Nevertheless, once you reach Mykonos, Greece, you will be known as Harold Anderson. Your secret identity will be kept a secret to those who work with you and are closest to you. In fact, only a very few people will know that you are Silencer. Because we believe that one reason Comrade Travolsky knew that you were Silencer was that too many people also knew you as Silencer. At any rate, what you are looking at on your TV monitor is actually a Medusa agent transforming himself into a snake man or Medusan. That intelligence was collected by one of our NATO agents in Greece. Please use it wisely to analyze the extent that a Medusa agent will go to destroy his enemy.
Wow.
Over and out.
Then Silencer leaves his vehicle to nosedive into the deep blue sea of the North Atlantic Ocean to reach the underwater sub and then Mykonos, Greece.
I must put on my underwater breathing device to safely reach the NATO sub. Wow. What a day for a swim. I wonder if it is too late for me to say look out below. Now to enter my NATO ship.
Attention. Officer on deck.
At ease.
Right this way to your quarters, sir, where CO McKinsey is waiting to update you on your current mission.
Silencer. I have some breaking news for you. This just now came in. According to out NATO intelligence unit, Medusa the Gorgon herself will be at the Medusa's organization headquarters in Mykonos, Greece today by the time that you arrive there. Since that is the case, you must proceed to her lair immediately so that you may accost her in her den.
Whoa. We. And away I go way up yonder for my CO. Now that I am safely on shore, it is time for me to use the mono wheel that was left behind for me to ride to reach Medusa's hideout. Me being safe was an understatement. Especially since those Medusa agents are firing their weapons of war at me. Oh well. I guess that I will have to outmaneuver their gunfire by accelerating the speed of my monobike.
Comrade, don't stop shooting at him.
I did not, but he got away. Let's hope that our second line of defense will stop him. If it does not, then our bazooka rocket launcher man will.
Although I outmaneuvered those two gunmen patrols, the speed of my monocycle is no match for the bazooka rocket headed my way.
As Silencer recovers from his bazooka attack, he realizes that the innermost inner wheel of his monobike is still operational. So, he mounts it to continue his journey to Medusa's lair by quickly passing on it all the Medusa gunman patrols in his path.
Finally, Medusa's main headquarters. These must be the statues of the men that Medusa turned to stone throughout the ages. Achilles, Odysseus, and Jason, to name a few. Nevertheless, here also stands Medusa's citadel. I will walk up its steps in order to discover whether or not Medusa is there. Oh chops. Medusa.
Ah. The quiet one.
Silencer, who by this time is totally shocked, stunned and surprised to see Medusa in the flesh, is horrified when she lets out such a terrible, hideous and loud scream that places him into a trance where he sees how and why Medusa plans to conquer the world. He is left standing paralyzed with fear as she leaves his presence to resume the place in her lair where she plans to begin her world conquest. Then, after the vision, he snaps out of it in order to find his way back through Medusa's cave and reality. As Silencer retraces his steps through Medusa's lair, CO Mackenzie appeared to him in the Shield of Perseus and then asked him to provide him with an update on his covert Operation Endeavour mission. Silencer responded by recounting all that had happened to him since he landed on Medusa's main headquarters shore. Happy to be updated, Mackenzie informed Silencer that he would relay his report to his superiors and then wait for their instructions on how they would proceed from the point that they are at in Operation Endeavour.
Mackenzie, what else is new?
Something is out there. What it is, or who it is, or where it came from, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials. Others say that they are UFOs, flying saucers, grey ghosts, or even alien beings, but to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread. A solo spaceman. A solo spaceman. A solo spaceman.